so please do not ask us. Got a bitch face down with her ass up. I show these niggas how to talk that shit like they downloaded Duolingo. Doing no single. 2 guns on me, get chill with the cake like free, bitch. I was in jail, giving 2 fucks, they ain't even give a little nigga a toothbrush. Plot try be at the CO, can't get no bail, tie me my PO. Nigga be POOR, bitches a race to the money like go-karts. Bitch tryna fuck, I want no parts. I just be making my music like Mozart. Waving that stick like I'm Whoop Gang, catch you a punch, tryna fuck with them niggas. Get this shit cooked like a gizzard and clipping they tail off that boy like a lizard. Shit is real life, shit is not a movie. Deuce in my bootleg is not a movie. Gamble your life if you fucking stupid. If that boy disrespect me, he gotta shoot. When he catch a shot, it is not confused. A little bitch that's a Mac, it is not ooze. Give me brain like a college student. On my bitch real bad like cockagoo. Hey, bitch real bad like cockagoo. Y'all that nigga around here like I Shaka Zulu. Nigga talking real loud, but he not gonna do it. Playing crazy, all that shit is not gonna move me. Heard that boy when he gone, he will not remove. But don't act like you bad and then die goofy. I'm disturbing the peace like I signed with Lou. The nigga singing a tune till we stop his music. Then that shit'll go flat like a model boobies. Shit'll go flat like an aqua silence. Get to hitting that bitch, it is not Karuji. Hitting that bitch, I ain't see breezy. G easy, I said it, you know I mean it. Be easy, you try me, you know I'm fiending. He greasy and probably know it then. His head with that stitch like Fred Flintstone. Bitch, I done bingo. Walk through the end zone, hitting that touchdown. Bitch, I ain't giving no fuck like a friend zone. Catch out bingo, fuck all that lingo. 100 shots on me, he catch out your Cinco. Shoot shit like Quentin Tarantino. Link with your bitch at a Vegas casino. Win, bitch, I win. I let the little bitch at the Indian brand. I might drop her off at the Holiday Inn. I'm smoking on gas at the parking garage. That boy got a bullet, I call that a pick. The fuck through that meme and he caught a collide. Hit with the nigga up all in his eyes. 2 guns, 1 eye, what I call him a knife. She got a nigga be all in her business, but that shit okay, but I taught her to lie. Like how minds ain't new, them best you not be snoozing. Tap your head, we not Dr. Goose and let that apple bruise and see him red. Like how he produced it, opposite of losing on my end. The fuck you doing, stupid? Hating in my comments, you a fan. You gon' die, some blow right through you when that doo-doo touch the air. I'll break it down, I know you stupid, probably didn't understand. I said Dyson like you Dyson, also Dyson is the brand. Blow right through you like a groupie, do they blow you if they fans? You so lonely, only fans, you got his fucking only fans. Did his boy like Matthew Perry, now we really miss his friends, huh? Hold up, white bro, ain't this you? That's your place in 652. I'm the Avenue, we caught him slipping, had to hit him at him, bitch in Sailor Moon. I know you missed that boy in heaven, trust me, bro, you'll see him soon. I got melancholy dreams at the 06, walking out the stuff, popping pussies, no emotion. If you see the pro, tell them pussies they get throw slip, busting through the door, better get their ass in motion. So many chemicals sit in my body, I gotta cure at least one disease. And don't cause them harm, cause my bodyguard carry 2 straps like dungarees. I like crazy women, cause I know just how to stay protective. If she ever not with me, she keep a taser always in her custody. You hear the pieces from her like a bumblebee. I took a double shot instead of double tree. I took a triple shot and now I'm seeing triple. Bitches get to know me by the VVS. If you ask her, those my 3 initials.
I'll watch. Yes, I'll watch this video.
Heterosexual couples
I'll
only.
watch this video.
This is not a government-funded activity. I have the right to discriminate. Heterosexual couples only.
24 months. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay, hold on. Boys, it's good to be back. It's good to be back in the homestead. All right? Fuck. All right, let's start with something, first things first, okay? For the people that want me to talk about the Rob Darius situation, it's going to be almost non-existent. Okay? That's going to be almost
non-existent. That's quite all right. I don't need a fork. I don't need a fork to eat, kitty.
Thank
I
you
don't need
for
a
the sub.
fork to eat food.
Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, okay? Thank you for the sub. It's going to be almost non-existent because, honestly, I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it matters that much. It does matter, but, like, to me, like, in my life, it's not a huge deal or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, Darius, it matters and shit like that, but yeah. Oh, okay. So, TwitchCon. It was awful, bro. It was horrible, dude. It was bad. Fuck me, dude. I remember I was talking to somebody. I was talking to somebody and they were like, yo, bro, how's your TwitchCon so far? This is 2 days in, bro. I was 7 days deep, nigga. I was 2 days in. And I was like, this shit hits bad, bro. This shit sucks. And then they were like, oh, okay, man, head up, King. I'm sure it'll get around, bro. It got worse every day. Almost at all. Okay? It's not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be having it. Okay? Because I don't want to deal with it, okay? I don't want to deal with it. The relevant people can deal with it or whatever, and that's their business, okay? I'm talking about my TwitchCon experience. All right, this is an exclusive, too. This is a bit of a fucking exclusive.
That's quite all right. I don't need a fork.
I never thought I would be doing a crash out fucking stream like this,
kitty.
okay?
I don't need a
Because there
fork
isn't a
to
single
eat food.
person. Hold up.
I'll use my fingers.
Thank you. There isn't a single person along the story, the things that I'm about to say, that knows all of the things that I'm about to say. And the reason why is because I like to keep things separate, and I like to keep things, very private. However, maybe inspired by my roommate, okay, in his infamous crash out streams, I just care less right now, dude. I care so much less about drama. I think I've ascended. I don't care. And the reason why I don't care anymore is because I'm an honest man, okay? I'm an honest man, all right? When somebody asks me a question and you have any entitlement, you have any right to know the information, bro, it is open season for the fucking intel, okay? Open season. So, for me, I'm just like, bro, every time I think about this, I'm like, bro, as long as I'm keeping things generally anonymous, all right? Generally anonymous, or I'm only letting loose information that was pretty much already public, we're good, right? We're okay. That's fine. And that's what I'm going to do, okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep things generally anonymous. I'm going to let out information because I don't really care about drama, okay? I don't think I care anymore. Bro, I've taken too much side damage over the last week. I wish you guys were there. The roller coaster of goddamn mental state, bro. I swear to God, I wish I should have cracked, bro. I should have fucking cracked. Never been so close to drinking in my entire life. Bro, I was telling Danny, I'm not sure if the brother Darnell was there, bro. I was telling Danny, I never been so close to smoking weed in my goddamn life. That's what I knew it was bad. If somebody offered me a blunt, I was gonna hit it. I was going to do it. I've never in my life been near that state, bro. And I was like, bro, I didn't even feel that weird. I just thought, oh yeah, if somebody handed me a blunt, I'd hit it. I'd hit it for sure. And I was like, bro, I am cooked. I am lost. I'm a changed man. And I don't like it, but I'm a changed man. Okay? But, all right. So let's begin. Okay? Let's begin. All right? Day one. In the box, okay? Day one in the box. We get to TwitchCon. It's fine. It's vibes, all right? For the most part, me, Danny, Darius, we get there. They get there a little bit earlier than me. We pull up to the spot we were at. It was good vibes. I was messaging people. I was like, yo, we just pulled up. Anybody in the area, come hang out. You get the trickle in whatever messages, streamers or whatever, message like once every 5 years or something like that. Nothing too heavy. That's fine, okay? I'm watching a new show, Severance. Highly recommend it. Fantastic first season, okay? It's absolutely the hype people talk it up to be. Fucking love that shit. All right, so I'm messaging people, and I'm going through a weird time with some of the people that I'm messaging and shit, and it's kind of weird, like, what's going on? So, first day, just a touch weird, okay? Second day, shit already gets bonkers, okay? Shit already gets fucking bonkers. Because, for me personally, this doesn't affect anybody else, okay? For me personally, because one of the people I hadn't talked to in a very, very, very long time messages me randomly, okay? This person doesn't even know I'm at TwitchCon. I don't think this person even tracks my online activity, all right? And they're like, hey, are you still with so-and-so? And I'm like, nigga, why are you fucking messaging me out of nowhere, asking me who I'm with, you right? And I'm like, no, I'm not. And like, all right, I got something to tell you then. And then they were like, bro, this chick was with that dude at this time. I'm like, nigga, what are you saying? Why didn't you tell me during this? And it's just random. It's totally random. Totally random. All right? And I don't want to mention names. I don't want to do that, okay? I just want you to grasp the experience I went through, okay? So my shit is tossed already, day 2. My shit is tossed, telling me that one of the people I had been with within the last, we'll just keep it vague, year and a half, okay? Year and a half was cheating, was saucing it up, okay? And I was like, okay, great, fantastic business, very vague, very vague. It's going to be. It's going to be. All right? And then, so after that, right, I get a message from another person who thought I was with somebody else because I'm not public enough. That's the issue. I'm not public enough because people don't know who I'm with. People don't know who I'm dating and who I'm not dating. I had somebody message me and ask me if I was dating somebody I was dating 2 years ago. And so there's these people messaging me about these things entirely randomly. Entirely randomly about people who they didn't know, because for some reason people will only give you details like that was relevant to your relationship when they think you've broken up. So that happens, right? A second time with another bit of details. It's like, okay, yeah, all right, whatever. Not that big of a deal, okay? I'm not going to let it ruin my weekend or my week, right? So I go on. I'm hanging out with Danny and Darius. Shit's kind of weird with them or whatever. Me and Danny are trying to like do our own thing almost because Darius is also going through his own shit. And that's fine, right? That's okay because Darius, is around a bunch of people that are causing him issues. But then one of my, okay. So, fuck. I'm trying to figure out how chronologically I want to go about this. This is not going to be a super long stream either way, by the way, because I was tired as shit when I got off the fucking plane like 2 hours ago, and I still haven't gotten to sleep. Anyway, so one of my ex's friends, one of the exes that I have, their friends, was hanging out with my friends. I don't really care. Okay? That's fine. That's chill. All right? We may not be on good terms, but that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to prevent my friends from hanging out with the people that they want to hang out with just because I'm whatever. Not an issue. So, dude, one of the things that ended up happening. Oh, man. Fuck, dude. Dude, I'm losing my fucking mind, dude. Okay. So one of the things that ends up happening is, one of these people are this friend that they're hanging out with is like I wouldn't say friendly, they're cordial with me, right? I'm like, okay. And then after everything is like, whatever, I'm trying to figure out how much details I can say, and message me if I'm going too far. Any of you, message me. But dude, I'm not sure I care too much. But message me, the people I do care about. And, you know, they were just like hanging out, whatever, not a big deal. And we end up talking, me and this person. I didn't think I was going to interact with this person at all, right? We ended up talking very limitedly. I didn't really want to talk to them. They seemed perfectly cordial. I was talking to them at one point right before I had like broke away from them, and I was like, hey, just so you know, like, we're not cool, right? I'm not cool with you, but I'm cool with you hanging out with my friends. And they were like telling me, or it seemed like they were poking at the idea that, you know, my ex or like that they themselves were like could be cordial with me, but my ex wasn't cool with me, which I thought was like, oh wow, that's actually kind of good to hear. I'm not gonna lie to you, I had a fair deal of time where I was worried. This is going to sound like the weirdest shit in the world, because I had like a revelation, okay? I had a come to God moment with how much lying and shit that has happened over the last like week. Lying and fucking manipulating and just shit being brought to my attention. When I heard that this person hated me and they still hated me, it brought me joy, okay? And I was like, God damn, okay, that's good, all right? That's a good thing. I like low-key fucked you over, okay? Good. You should fucking hate me. You should fucking hate me. That is good, all right? At least with that, I can know where somebody's at, dude. I've been mind-fucked so hard by so many different people, like 5 different people, half of which chat doesn't even fucking know. Nobody on the internet even fucking knows. Half of them. And to have somebody that's just like, hey, you know what? Actually, I fucking hate you. And for a good reason, more or less. I'm like, okay, good. Fucking good. But yeah, okay, so that happened. I was like, all right, a little bit of respect there, okay? I honestly, I kind of wish that their friend also didn't like me, because their friend shouldn't like me. They should not like me. I don't, or not even like me, be like cordial with me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. And me fucking them over is a whole story. And maybe I'll get into it if I get more upset and more angry or whatever. But it's not a super complicated story. Anyway, I had that, and that was like, the reason I bring that up is because that was like the bastion of light for some reason in the trip for me. That like having some consistency, having something tangible where I could be like, this person is doing something or is saying something or acting like something that in a way that makes sense to me, that I can hold on to, okay? That I could be like, yeah, you know what? I did you kind of dirty. I did you kind of dirty, and you hate me. Good. Okay. So I was just saying, like, found a new appreciation for that. Still don't like the person, just to be clear. Still don't like the person. And I made that clear to their friend. I was like, hey, I don't like you. I don't like your friends. Still don't like that person, but respect for that. All right, moving on. Okay. Then, all right, a couple of my friends walk up to me and ask me if I'm still with that person, right? Because I am so private online about who I am with that they didn't even know, okay? Which I also ran into an issue with my most recent relationship with being too private with who I'm with, and then also it was a whole fucking thing. But the issue is it seems I'm too private, that there are people who are confused, and then there's issues, right? It happened with the other relationship that I had, the one that I'm talking about where I kind of fucked the other person over. There there was so many people that thought I was in a relationship when I wasn't, that it caused issues. All right, it caused issues because there was people like, hey, are you not in a relationship? You're in a relationship right now. What's up? And I'm like, actually, no, I'm not, and I haven't been for a while. They're like, oh. So I need to be more forthcoming, bro. Person 3 or person 4? Okay, so let's do it. So 3 exes. I had sagas with 3 different exes while I was there. One of which totally random, 2 of which made sense because they knew I was at the event and or at TwitchCon and shit like that. One of them entirely random. Goddamn cosmic, okay? Goddamn cosmic. All right? And I want to stress the cosmic nature. Hold on one second. Okay. I'm trying to double check, okay? I have fucking monitors, okay? I have people that I want them to be able to put up guardrails on me in case I get too crazy, because I've like not low key, I've like mid key lost my mind, bro. Like mid key, I've lost my mind. So the amount of like cosmic events that made me second guess whether or not I'm in the fucking Matrix has been so many. So like as an example, right, literally the moment that the ex who I hadn't heard from in so long had messaged me, there was a separate instance where an ex had messaged me entirely out of the blue that I hadn't messaged in an incredibly long period of time, right? They messaged me the moment that had happened. They were like talking about their life or something, like pretty randomly. They just had dumped. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? You know, I'm sitting here just like, what the hell is happening? While that is going on, literally somebody, I'm looking at the messages. I'm looking at the messages in the middle of like the con, or not the con, it was while I was walking around. And this other person right in front of me, this woman, starts rizzing me up. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm looking at messages from like a relic ex, and somebody's like like at the exact same moment trying to rizz me up right in front of me. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't think much of it until later, okay? I didn't think much of it until later. Shit gets cosmic, bro. I promise you, shit gets cosmic. So that happens. Moving on to the, like I was saying with the ex who is, you know what I'm saying? The ex who is, had a little bit of respect for hating me. After I figured that out or whatever from their friend, I'm like, okay, kind of base. I leave the spot because I'm just like, I can't, you know, I can't be around this. And then somebody hits me up. I'm not going to be specific who. Somebody hits me up to come over to their place in a manner that I do not think is very friendly, okay? And I'm like, bro, I'm not having it, okay? First of all, listen, I ain't like that. But second of all, I'm like, no, okay? I'm an incel. Dude, so we're at 2, okay? We're at 2. But it gets worse. It gets weirder, because every single time I interact with somebody in any kind who I had a past romantic interaction with, or they try and like talk to me or interact with me in a way that could resemble Riz, something weird happens, like cosmically, that just feels like I'm just in the fucking Matrix. So I'm going through an argument with another one of my exes. Right? I'm arguing with another one of my exes. Right? And it's about, like, I'm not sure if I should say what it's about, but I was arguing back and forth with them, and it had resolved poorly. Okay? It's not well resolved. All right? And I'm walking the streets, and while I am doing this, right? When I say poorly, I mean, like, really bad. Okay? Quite bad. And then so I'm walking these streets, and as the conversation resolves with, I think, us both feeling like each other are just like, if I had to describe it, not like, I don't even know what I would describe it, but this dude pulls me aside, off the road, okay? He pulls me aside off the sidewalk, and he walks up to me, he's like, yo, what's up, little man? It's a 55-year-old man sitting next to a 55-year-old woman, okay? He's like, yo, do you think women, all women, just manipulate and dupe men? And after I just had a conversation, I've never in my life had this happen before. He literally just pulls me aside, random ass black dude on the corner, right as I am having a fucking dispute, okay? As I, like, in concluding a fucking dispute, he pulls me aside. He's like, do you think all women manipulate men? I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? Dude, what is happening? What is going on? Right? And this dude, he's the chosen one, man. He's the fucking chosen one. And, you know, he's having debate with the woman, and the woman's like, no, I don't think all women are manipulative, okay? And my inner incel is like, just say yes, bro. Just say yes, okay? Just say yes, all right? You just had like 9 bombs dropped on you, okay? You just had like 9 bombs dropped on you, bro. Just say yes. you just do it. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, bro, what is this? This dude asked me for the input on this fucking debate. And of course, because I'm fucking based, I'm not fucking cringe, okay? I don't believe that my personal experience means everything. Of course I say no, okay? Maybe a lot of young women, in their teens, maybe early 20s, something like that, but that also applies to men, okay? Young people tend to kind of be pieces of shit, okay? Young people don't really know what they're doing and shit like that. I give them the spiel. But dude, I was sitting there and I was like, what is happening? And it's not over. Because it just, like, this is why I'm like losing my mind, dude. This is why I'm losing my mind. It's because I'll just keep going, okay? So after that dispute, it was fine, whatever. So I have another dispute with one of my exes because we're having an argument about, like, I'm not going to get into it. We're having an argument, right? And a person who I had previously thought was a friend, right, messages me this is at like the start of the argument this time, and they essentially slide, right? They slide, and I'm like, I'm losing it again, okay? This person doesn't even know I'm at TwitchCon, because another thought would be, like, the thought that was going through my mind, a lot of these people think I'm at TwitchCon, whatever, you know, maybe it's just like they think of it like an opportunity. This person didn't even know I was at TwitchCon. Okay? This person didn't even know I was at TwitchCon. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, no, you know, I'm not like that. That ain't me. That's not me. Okay? That's not who I am. But this is getting weird. I start thinking I'm in the Truman Show, okay? I start thinking I'm in the Truman Show. I'm like, dude, I got cameras watching me, dude. And I mean this. There wasn't a single time I got rizzed or got the hint of rizz that was not either immediately followed or immediately preceded by some kind of altercation with somebody else, altercation, verbal, whatever, like an argument or a dispute or some kind of interaction with an ex. It was weird. It was so fucking weird. All right? And I was just like, and it was bleeding over into the messages. I was the guy that pulled you aside. I was the guy that pulled you aside. I was the guy that pulled you aside. What the fuck are you talking about? Schizo? Yes, I am losing my mind. I'm lost. Okay, easy timeline. Okay, easy timeline. And we'll get to it afterwards. Get to it after. So people tell me, and they're like, hey, you know, because I made some posts, some vague posts on Instagram and Twitter and shit like that, and some people message me and they're like, hey, should we talk? Is there something to talk about? I was like, no, you know, I'm all right. I wasn't all right, but I told you I was all right because, let's be honest, you weren't going to do anything about it, right? Most of the people like Danny, Darius, they pulled me aside pretty immediately. They were like, yo, you all right? Actually, I don't know if they're... Whatever. They were like, yo, you're all right or whatever. And I was like, yeah, of course. You know, Erudite's crew, they asked me if I was all right. And I was like, yeah, of course. And, you know, and they knew I wasn't all right. But, because I was going through like, bro, I was going through 3 different breakups simultaneously in my mind while all of this shit was happening. Okay? While I was trying to just have fun and go out and do shit, I was going through 3 breakups simultaneously. So I'm just trying to enjoy the con, you know, interacting with some of these people, you know, seeing my ex, shit like that, or having like, in its proxy interactions, and it was just, you know, it was a lot for my mental all at once. So I already lost myself. Oh yes, so people were asking me, am I all right, right? After those posts. But then there was also people making accusations, several people making accusations that the posts were about them. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense that you would feel this way because it's like a vague post. It looks like it could be about you, but it isn't, right? It's more of there was at least one of them where it was like a more specific thing that had to do with friends, and there was another one that had to do with more exes. But the reason why I posted them in comparison to before was because me and Danny are really on this idea that we need to post more, okay? We need to post more about how we're feeling, what we're doing, stuff like that, and that's good. Also, hence this stream, right? Is trying to give people an understanding of what the hell is going on. Talk to J-Stock about it, air it out more? No, dude, absolutely. Okay? That man will squeeze it out of me, bro. He'll squeeze the truth out of me. I can't do that. All right? We're friends, but listen, content comes first. I'm joking, but that guy... I'm so confused, man. Essentially, what is happening, just like Spark Notes, is I went to TwitchCon. I was contacted by several people in different ways that I was not expecting. There were certain people that had attitudes towards me I was not expecting. It fucked with my mental because I had to like relive 3 different breakups simultaneously. I was confused about one of the breakups that I had. I was confused how I felt. I was working through those feelings while I was there, while also being it felt like bombarded with the memories or feelings of other relationships that I had resolved. But like, you know how you can resolve some feelings or whatever, like you not really feel them, but then when they're like brought to your attention again, it's like, ah, fuck, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you remember that cringe memory you had in high school, right? You know what I'm talking about. That cringe moment you had in high school. And you're like, oh, fuck, dude. That's what happened. Okay? Rather, you just need more Deadlock and Warhammer in your life and less IRL, girls? Who cares about women? Why didn't you help Darius beat up Palestinians? What the fuck are you talking about? What does this have to do with the Gavin leak? Oh, I almost forgot about that. Wait, Gavin leak? What leak happened there? No, there's just... The fact of the matter is that... I can't believe I forgot about those details, but there's details even outside of my ex situation. Gavin ain't leaking shit. But... details like that, like my mom's situation also escalated while I was there. So while all of these ex situations were happening, a thing that tossed my mental, not even just ex situations, but like I said, friends that had to like cut off, but like he cut off, like I had to limit my interactions with them because of the way that they were talking to me. and I had to limit my interactions with other people because they were talking to me. My mother's condition was deteriorating so much so that she had gotten to a like limited physical altercation with my grandmother. For anybody who doesn't know, my mother has dementia. And so, you know, I'm sitting here going through this, you know, at TwitchCon, and my brother's like, you know, and then he's like, yo, our mom is kind of going crazy on our grandma. We need to step this shit up. We need to get them separated. We need to get this shit ironed out. So, you know, I'm stressing over that. And then some shit that I'm not going to leak, I'm not crashing out that hard, happens here at the house at the same time. And it has me thinking all kinds of shit. Okay? I threw a massive wrench in my understanding of the dynamic of the house. We'll leave it at that. So now I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about this home. I'm thinking about my home with where my brother is, and I'm also thinking about like what just happened with like, you know, 10 different people in my life. And so I'm just trying to, you know, make sure that shit is ironed out. Saying? Bro, please stop wearing the headset like that. It looks like a slave collar with your shirt off. It's funny. What? That's fucking funny. Hello? What? How the fuck would I stop, bro? Look, nigga, you yapping, bro. Like, that's funny. Anyway. So yeah. All of that shit was happening. Yeah. I'm talking to these various people. Right? Nobody in my personal life has full details of the situation. At the moment, not even my brother. But my brother always has the most details. Nobody in my personal life has the most. One of my friends actually has a lot of detail. Not all of it. Close. I think they might actually know other. They've been pretty cool and pretty true to their word and stuff in that. They might come out to so we might be getting a dub there. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, personal life wise, I might maybe. Mic cutting out? Oh, is it? Speak into the microphone? Did it fuck up? Oh, it just moved a bit. Okay, that's fine. You didn't miss anything. I might be moving. The environment that I'm in is just good. Okay? It's just no good. The people that I am around, the deception, gaslighting, lying, stuff like that. This is why I said one of the bastions of this story, the TwitchCon story, was hearing that one of my exes hated me. Because it was one of the only things that was consistent. Okay? Where I was like, yeah, good. Should. Okay? You should. You should not like me. That's good. Alright? I don't like them. Let's make that clear. But it's good that they don't like me. And so it's just been having to get news. When I say this, in the last, not even 24 hours, in the last 12 hours, 5 people have independently messaged me out of nowhere with information I didn't know about one, not like one specifically, but like each one of them with information about one of my exes that was quite important to the relationship. And they just never told me. And I was just like, Bro, what do you do? I like at this point I'm just like lost. Should I just let sleeping dogs lie at this point and just be like, okay, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. And then just like let it go. I feel like I have to. But I'm just like, fuck, dude. If there is no consequence, I'm not talking about like exposing it publicly, but if there is no consequence to lying, there is no incentive to be somebody who tells you the truth, who speaks the truth. There is no incentive. There is no consequence for these people who are consistently lying. I can prove they're lying, and there is no consequence. None. Gavin had to do something bad for this nigga to move out. Moving out has nothing to do with Gavin. Oh, speaking of which, I actually don't know what the pick is. But yeah. Be the consequence. That's what I'm thinking, dude. That's what I'm thinking. It's like, I could be the consequence, bro. I could be the consequence. But that's just kind of cringe. I don't know. Fuck, dude. I heard McDonald's is hiring, big dog. Don't worry, I got you. They're always hiring, bro. They're always hiring, dude. Always got it. Be the consequence. Dude, it's like, it's like, no, bro, I can't do that, bro. I haven't crashed out that hard, dude. I haven't crashed out that. That's when it's like incendiary, bro. That's when, like, I don't know. Because again, I'm not even talking about exposing shit publicly. Okay, that's where it's thermonuclear. Nobody will give me, sorry, my bad. That's when it's thermonuclear. That's when nobody's going to give me any information going forward. I can't do that. But I'm just talking about like just dropping receipts. Because I've been lied to that I can prove and that I have not proven to the person, but I've said, but I can prove 5 different times, right? And so I'm just like, should I even deal with this? Should I even do this? Like, what's the point, you know? You ain't ready to leak, huh? I ain't a leaker, bro. Peace era? Bro, I'm thinking I need a war era, dude. I've been listening to too much Kendrick, okay? Dude, I feel like I just want to battle, dude. That's what I feel like, dude. I feel like I want a fucking crusade. I don't, like, especially over the last week, dude, I don't think I care about being friends with anybody. I don't care about being friends with a damn person. Not one person. And if me stating truths and providing evidence for truths loses me friends, I don't like, in my mind right now, I'm not sure if it's because I'm crashing out. I just don't care. I like actually don't care. Because I know that there's people who will actually understand the importance of the necessity to hold people accountable, who will be there and will just be like based. Just fucking based. And so I just don't think I care. And yeah, there's going to be consequences, really bad ones. Like, these people, I know some of these people have already said lies about me. I have them. This is a part of the week. There was people that were just like, oh shit, BB Poison, thank you for the 25 gifted. A little bits with the gifted to Darius IRL as well. 25 gifted from BB Poison. Thank you. Clappers. I don't even think there's a clap emote. Thank you, though. Raleigh would never certify false electors. I don't do it, okay? That's my issue, okay? That is the mental crisis I've been going through for a month. I'm not joking. People close to me can attest to this. I have been going through a mental crisis of, like, lying, of the necessity to not lie and the necessity to prevent people from having incentives to lie. Doom 85, I actually don't know how to pronounce your name. 5 gifted as well. 5 gifted as well. 5 gifted as well. Okay, because my issue is I am mad. I am angry as somebody who does not lie. I am angry that other people lie so frequently. It makes me mad because all it does is it makes me want to lie. That's all it does. It makes me want to lie so fucking bad. And I won't ever do it because I can't deal with my shit. I couldn't deal with myself if I did it. Right? There's a whole reason. There's a whole like lineage. It's actually a part of my name as well. But there's a whole reason why I'm really attached to the idea of not doing this shit.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Oh, I didn't even understand what that was. Hello? Thank you for the sub, Shroom. And so, I am really on his Joker arc, not Joker arc. Doesn't lie, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Shut the fuck up. Alright? It makes me so upset, okay? Makes me so upset when I go out of my way not only to not lie, but to even be proactive about information that somebody might need to know or want to know, right? Like, there is moments where I straight up don't have to tell people things. I do, okay? Like, dude, I swear to God, if you look at my logs and any of my friendships where it's critical, or especially my relationships, dude, if you look at any of my logs, I will say shit entirely randomly that you're just like, why did he say that? And the only reason why is because I know that if they were like a fucking, if they were like watching me down like Sims character style, they would want to know about it. They'd be like, oh, that's something that I should know. That's something I would want to know. Okay? And so I try and be very proactive with that shit, where it's like, they have no means of ever knowing. They will literally never know. And it might hurt their feelings, but I let them know. Right? If you love the truth, then name the liar. That's the issue I'm running with. Okay? First of all, public exposing is an entirely different thing. It's an entirely different thing than what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is a crisis that I've been going through in my personal life, where it's like, I know somebody is a liar interpersonally. And so what happens is, I've met several people in the last 6 months that have gotten close to me and not close to me, whoever, right? And I've excised most of them, who are liars, like, about big things, not small things. Like, if you lie about, like, I don't know, body count or some shit like that, I don't give a fuck. I don't really care. But, like, lying about big things, right? And the issue is, I'll reconcile them being liars, but then they'll go on to interact with either people around me or other people, and then they'll just lie to them. And then the cycle will continue. And for me, it's like, how do I reconcile that? I know it's not my business. I know it's not my business to, like, go out of my way to tell people, hey, this person's a liar. Here's how they're a liar. But God, I want to so bad. So bad I want to, because there should be consequences. You should not be allowed to lie to people or to manipulate them or to gaslight them at will and then just go on to the next person. That shouldn't be something you're allowed to do. But doing this good guy shit of just going like, it's resolved. From my end, I understand you to be a liar. Go on and feel free to harass any individual in my vicinity. That doesn't feel right to me. Right? That's the my bad. Like, you know what I'm talking about. There needs to be consequences, essentially. Did he get his left bicep injured? No, it's well, kind of. When I was a baby, a burn, an iron fell on my arm and burned me. Never pick up the phone when crashing out, dude. I have sensors, okay? I have people that need to keep me on the rails that are trying to prevent me from like losing my mind. Because if I start naming names, then I for real need to cut like huge people out of my life. Was Gavin at the Diddy parties? He did enjoy some freak-offs, I was told. Okay. Name names, burn bridges. Dude, I feel, the issue is, I feel invincible. That's the problem, okay? I feel invincible. And I know that's not, that can't be, can it? Like, the issue is, I have just, so this is my mind right now, okay? I have been embedded around people that have lied so consistently or have misled other people so consistently that I feel invincible. Because I feel like if you leaked every single message on my phone, if you leaked every single search I've ever done in the last year, 2 years, you would find out nothing. You would find literally nothing. That I either haven't told the appropriate people or anything. I feel invulnerable because I feel every single person it feels like that I interact with cannot say the same. And that to me is infuriating. That makes me angry. Because I'm getting nothing for doing that. I'm getting literally nothing for doing that. All of these other people get to manipulate, they get to fucking cheat, they get to do whatever, they get to fucking lie, they get to do anything they fucking want, and I'm getting nothing out of it. And it is so fucking infuriating. That it doesn't fucking matter. Why? Because if you lie to me, I can't do anything about it. I'm supposed to sit there and take it like a little fucking bitch, and then you move on to the next person, and you lie to them, and then you move on to the next person, or whatever. Or you do, and it's so fucking annoying. And all it does is incentivize me to just fucking lie. All I have to do is just omit information. Not even necessarily lie, just omit information. There's something you probably should know, but because you didn't specifically ask the exact right questions in the exact right way, I don't have to tell you. And I fucking swear to God, everybody does this. And then I just have to sit there and take it in the ass that I don't do that. And there's no incentive for it at all. And you want to know why? Because a lot of people are going to say it's good on your conscience. I don't care. I've met enough people in my fucking life to know a lot of these people don't have a fucking conscience for this shit. I swear to God they don't. I promise you they don't. Okay? This bullshit idea that, oh, you have a good conscience and that'll be enough. Fuck that shit, nigga. Who cares? They're doing literally whatever they fucking want. And they're walking around. It is absolutely overrated, okay? I think I need it because I had a very specific issue in traumatic situation growing up that made it so lying is like, it's not so easy for me. Right? But it seems like very little other people have. And so it's putting me in a very fucking difficult position. It is overrated as fuck. Okay? This shit is overrated. It's not cute. It's not fun. It's not good to be somebody who tells the truth. Because guess what? Most of the people who you think tell the truth lie. Most of them do. They're just good liars. That's it. Okay? There is just no incentive to do this shit because you lie and lie and lie and people think that you're telling the truth, and the moment you get caught, you move on to another person. And then it doesn't fucking matter because you reset and then you can lie all you fucking want again and get all of the privileges of lying. Whether it be fucking clout, whether it be continuing a relationship, or something that you want selfishly, or doing whatever. You can just keep fucking going forever. And it's fucking annoying. This conscious bullshit is so annoying. You look at this the wrong way. You could be one of those people that plays the odds and tries to get away with it, but you don't want to be the one that loses. Sure, you don't want to be the one that loses. But guess what? When losing gets you, costs you almost nothing, why the fuck aren't you playing? Why the fuck aren't you playing? That's the issue. That's the issue. Lying there's no consequences, man. Do you know how many people I've met who have like lied consistently through fucking, not even people I've met, me as a fucking loser I am, have kept relationships going while there's people consistently lying to me? How many times that's fucking happened? Oh, thank you, IRI, for the raid. The issue is you can embed yourself into another person's life so much that when you do these things, when you manipulate people, when you lie, when you do whatever, it's hard to separate yourself from that person, right? Because you're already attached, which creates a further incentive to do it, all right? I think I've been cheated on, and do not give me any pity here. I think I've been cheated on 9 times. Okay? 1 of them physically, 8 of them emotionally, or I guess pseudo physically, like sending nudes and shit like that. So not actually physically, but kind of to say emotional cheating when you're sending nudes feels a little weird. Right? And so I've that's what's been brought to my attention. What I could prove at least is 9 times.
That's quite alright. I don't need a fork. I don't need a fork to eat. Kitty, I don't need a fork to eat food. I'll use my fingers.
Chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out. Okay? Thank you for the sub. So, yeah, sorry, what I can reasonably deduct without like concrete hard evidence, it's probably closer to like 12. Right? 9 times by 1 bish. Language. No. By 3 women. Well, 4 if you count the ones that I can't concretely prove. 3 women I can. 3 women I can concretely prove did. 4, I believe. I think I could articulate to another human being and they would reasonably conclude that they did as well. But anyway, that's been my mental struggle for probably the past month, and it has like really come to fruition on this last, where it's just I had so many people bring me so much information. I don't know what. This is a PSA, man. This is a PSA. If you have information to be able to tell another person that is important to the continuation of their relationship, just tell them. Don't wait for it to end and be like, yo, just so you know, I saw this person hanging out with this other person at this time. Don't do that. What the fuck is the point of you? What the fuck is the point of that? Hey, I was waiting until you broke up with them to tell you that they were a cheater. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Bro, what? I can understand it to a degree. You don't want to get involved inside of a relationship that you don't really understand. I can get it. But if you're going to say anything at all, why not say it in that moment? And especially if you can say it to somebody that you believe will have a somewhat reasonable response. Okay? Because there was a couple of people who had presented information to me and have presented information to me while I was in a relationship or while they believed I was in a relationship. And they were like, hey, this is pretty critical for you to know. And I think the reason why they did that is because they knew I wasn't going to handle it. Because I have been cheated on pretty consistently or whatever. This is a little bit of a thing. I actually don't really care that much about cheating. It has surprised a lot of people. Okay? I think cheating matters a lot. I think it negatively affects people tremendously. I would never do it myself. However, I don't think it matters that much to me emotionally. Because for me, it's like if what matters 100 times more is lying. That's what matters. If some person comes to me, or like if the person I'm dating walks up to me and is like, "Hey, I have feelings for another person. It's happened. So, you know, I got swept up in the moment. So and so it did whatever. We got freaky." And they tell me right after it happened. Honestly, I don't really care. Shit happens. I don't really care. Okay? Not a big deal to me. Am I gonna feel sad? Of course. Am I gonna feel heartbroken? Of course. But I'm gonna feel that. I'm gonna feel that. That's fine. That's fine, dude. What I care more about is that you knew that you did that. You decided to not tell me, and you laid in bed next to me. Fucking sack of shit. You laid in bed next to me while you knew you did that, and you knew just the fucking viscous slime, dude. The fucking viscous slime, man. Or you had the nerve to tell me you didn't do it. Bro, that is insane. You ate her out too, LMAO? Listen, I don't know about any of that. Listen. God forbid any of that shit. Bro, if I had sex with somebody else, I would consider that sexual assault, bro. That's insane. Because they're just rolling dice with like STDs and shit. Anyway. Yeah, it's very disgusting, deplorable behavior. But even beyond the physical, like the idea that there's people who have lied and I provably lied about like people they're talking to or hanging out with, that you know, I've experienced through my life, and they lie straight to my face. It's just insane to me. And not only that, but the levels at which they go to cover up these lies is pretty crazy. You know, I've had people delete messages, and I know that they were deleting shit. I've had people like have secret accounts, second accounts, and hide them. And so, yeah. Excuse me. Essentially, what I'm trying to communicate is that I am... Hold on. Dude, there's people texting me funny shit. Anyway, not an issue. Did you find this out by looking at their phone, or how do you? Oh, no, I never do that shit. Okay, you never catch me dead doing that shit. Okay. Here's the thing. I'll ask people for the phone. Right? I've done that before. I'm like, hey, can I see your phone? Right? And if they say no, they say no. If they say yes, they say yes. But I don't consider it like a necessity. If they don't show me their phone, I don't think that like automatically, well, you're hiding something, so you're lying. I think the phone is a bit sacred. I think it is a bit sacred, so I'll ask, and if they're willing to volunteer it, then so be it. However, I've never gone through somebody's phone without them knowing. I've had a lot of my exes do that. And at least one of them, I'm pretty confident they did as well, without my knowledge. But can't prove it. Two of which I can prove. Or not even that I can prove. That's not true. That I caught them doing it. And yeah. And again, I don't really care because I tell them about. Bro, here's an example. Okay? Here's an example. There was a young lady who had messaged me while I was in a relationship. And she had messaged me because I think at one previous time we had flirted, right? And I think later she had gotten in a relationship and then she had gotten out of it. This was several months after we had flirted, right? And she randomly just like hit me up and she was like, oh yeah, we should talk again or whatever, you know. We should talk again over voice or whatever. Maybe we can cam up or something, right? It was like, okay, well, that's all right. Well, you know, I'm in a relationship, right? But the thing that she added before I said I was in a relationship, she's like, oh, maybe we should cam up or whatever. She said, my ass got fatter. All right, boys, that's what she said. My ass got fatter. And as a connoisseur of the dark arts, okay? As a connoisseur of the dark arts, listen, okay? Listen, bro. Listen, dude. Look, I was like, ma'am, respectfully, no. But I then immediately told my partner, who there's nothing happened. They just had told me that, and I told them, hey, I'm in a relationship. No. And I was like, hey, just so you know, this person told me this. I didn't get on cam. I didn't do any of that. I said, hey, this person told me this. Right? They freaked out. They started like losing their mind, and then they like they scrubbed through everything. Everything in my computer they scrubbed through. Right? I didn't care. Because I told them everything accurately. I came, but, all right, dubs, and I later figured out I actually think she physically cheated. I think she had sex with somebody that she never told me about. So, you know, it's a big dubs, right? Big dubs, boys, big dubs, which was a part of the TwitchCon thing, which was, she had stated essentially she had fucked another dude, which is you know, yes, W cheating, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So stuff like that happened, right? This is why one of my bigger regrets over my life, probably one of the biggest mistakes that I had made, was I gave somebody, one of my exes, a good reason to believe that I was cheating, or I had cheated. That's one of the biggest mistakes that I feel like I had made. Is I gave them essentially plausible deniability, not deniability, but like plausibility to believe that I had cheated. And I could have avoided this by not moving on as fast as I did. And I regret doing that. I do not regret moving on. I do not regret breaking up with them. I do not regret who I moved on with or anything like that. But I do regret the speed at which I had done it. I don't think that was right. Because at the end of the day, you have to deal with other people's perspectives. Even if you know the truth about a situation and you could prove the truth of a situation, people are going to make up ideas and narratives in their own mind. And I think within reason, that can be acceptable. So I think I fucked up really bad there. This was the person who I said hates me. I think they have good reason to. I hope. Well, maybe not that I hope that they keep hating me, because I do regret that. But I think they have a good reason to hate me, is what I'm saying. Anyway, hit up Zerko. He will teach you the ways of Zerkology. I do not want to do that. He is good with women, but not in a way I care to be. Yeah. You shouldn't allow that, of course. Allow what? You didn't get with big booty? Nope. To this day, I did not hit that person back up, even though I broke up with the relationship. Even though I broke up, you know, I've been single. To this day, I've not done that. Anyway. Hit up Destiny. He knows how to keep a relationship. Nigga's shooting from the hip. Letting her freak out like that and go through all your shit, major red flag. Yeah, that's been an issue too, is I feel like I'm like, I don't know. Like I said, there's so that example, the example that I gave where I told her, hey, one of my friends told me this, but I shut it down, and then she freaked out and then started going to the computer. That is an example of where not saying anything is perfectly sufficient. for like being able to just go about your life. Because I have other examples of situations like that where it's like, hey, this person did this. I told them no, right? Or I shut it down. And then your partner is no longer comfortable with you hanging out with that person. And that's totally reasonable from their perspective. But from your perspective, as well as the person who, in this case, said fatter ass, they might be totally chill and not understood and shit and just be like, okay, I can totally respect your relationship. I just didn't know. But your partner probably isn't going to view it that way. They're going to view, oh, this person was just trying to rizz you up. And even though you just said you're in a relationship, I'm not comfortable with you with them. I don't think that's crazy. But I don't know. I'm pretty free reign, generally speaking. I'm pretty free reign with what my partners can do. There's only been 2 relationships where I've been like, hey, look, your ex clearly wants to have sex with you. If you continue talking to them, we're done. So yeah. But anyway. Yeah, that was my my TwitchCon experience. Okay. That was it. Let me take you to Riz Academy. Step 1, date normal people. Yep. Is one of the cheaters the one that played Baldur's Gate 3 with on J-Stock's channel? I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna name specific people. But in this instance, I will say no. But after that one specific thing, I'm not gonna answer anymore. I'm not gonna answer anymore. Yeah. The solution is an open relationship. My idol told me open relationships are the key to getting women when you are unable to keep them loyal to you. Oh yeah, who told you that? Look, I don't really do open relationships. I tried something that was like adjacent. What the fuck is this dog doing? Is there somebody invading the house? Hold on. Give me a sec. Maybe somebody's breaking in. Somebody just came into the house. Ebrob is coming, little nigga. All right. Gavin is breaking in. Darius was doxxed. Dog is crashing out. You're visiting by 3 spirits. Okay, so to recap my TwitchCon experience. Okay. Get there. Have goddamn near premonitions experiences with several ghosts of exes past. Essentially, what I'm saying is that I had different experiences with people in the past that brought up a lot of weird emotions. My mother had a further deteriorating mental state that caused her to lash out at my grandmother, which caused my grandmother and my family to stress a greater urgency for me to be able to essentially start providing my mother with a separate place for her to be that has more limited contact with my grandmother, because right now she's in very close proximity to my grandmother. Then obviously there's the shit that's going on here at the house that I won't get into, but there's the shit going on here at the house that is making it so the house doesn't very hospitable. So I am probably going to need places to go. And just trying to figure out moving forward how to deal with like people who consistently are telling me things that are incorrect. That's really all. You need to get rich, bro. It will solve all your problems. Hit the slot machines. The first part is true. Please wake up. It's been 10 days. This is a mental break. This might be. I've never been so close to leaking personal information. This is probably the most personal information I have ever disclosed maybe in my whole career combined. This already. And this doesn't feel like anything, right? Like I'm vague posting and stuff. I swear to God, there's still some people who think that I'm with like exes of 2 exes ago because I'm so against talking about my personal life on stream. Really do 5 deep breaths right now? How about I do 5 back shots on your mouth? Oh, fuck, man. Whatever. God, you're a fucking loser. Fucking hate. Get the fuck in my chat room. Somebody ban that guy. Fuck, dude. The truth will set you free? That's bullshit. That's the whole point of the stream is to say that's bullshit. Literally, you missed the whole narrative of the stream is that lying gets you everything and telling the truth gets you nothing. That's the whole point of the stream. Okay? Being a liar doesn't matter if people do not tell other people you're a liar. You just lie from one group to another. Or you lie with one group and you get so attached to that group that when you lie to them, they make excuses for you because you're so close. Right? Like I did. With so many of the relationships that I had where I got cheated on or manipulated or whatever, and I made so many different excuses because it was just like, hey, I actually really like this person. I really like this, whatever. And we can work with this. But it was like a fundamental character flaw with the person. But you could tell more truth and get righteous revenge, dude. That's dude. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to start a crusade, bro. Like, dude, I'm trying to purge the heretics, dude. Fuck this shit, dude. Oh my god. Be the change you want to see? Well, here's the thing. I don't think I can ethically make a morally compelling argument for why you ought to do things that I would want to happen. Because if you ask me, I would say ethically, from like the world I want to see, is one where in which every single time you lie, you are publicly broadcast about that lie. There is a Facebook permanent, a sex offender registry for liars and lying. Okay, when you lie, when you cheat, when you manipulate people, when you do something to a certain degree that would cause somebody significant emotional distress, physical distress, or financial distress, you get put on a fucking registry, and then people can track what the fuck you do. That would be based. That is good, in my opinion. That is good. The problem is I can't justify it logically. I can't do that. Like, I can't make an argument for why that ought to be. And so that's just annoying. Really wants liar in concentration camps? Yeah, you get it. You get it. But anyway. Yeah. The only way to make this work is to have camera and mic on every square inch of the planet? Sure. You gotta get a tat for every lie? Didn't Destiny say 70% of adults have cheated? I literally have not heard of that. I thought it was... That's only adults, but I thought it was like 25% of people cheat. It's like 25% of women and 24% of men is what I saw. Actually, less men than women. Which tracks with my experience, but 24% is not nearly enough. In 75% of my relationships, I've been cheated on. Anyway. No, 60. Darius up in here, he will give us names. Nah, he's not going to give you. He doesn't know. Like I said, everybody in this story doesn't have the full story. Literally, what I have said today is more information than any individual person in this story has. Because I just don't tell anybody anything unless they need to know it. And most of this shit has unfolded under the last week. So yeah. How do we know you're not lying to us? We need proof. I welcome any individual that has interacted with me to provide any kind of proof that I've lied about anything. I consent to prove it. Because I haven't. Anyway. Riley is the dungeon master. He holds all the cards. Not even close. Do you wear shirts in your dating profiles? Yup. My issue is right now, all of my shirts are like dirty because I just came back from New York and I haven't done. Riley, a nigga thinks he's the puppet master. Who, me? It's me, the girl that cheated on you. Your ass is lying. Show proof or fake so. Gaze within. You're a man. The title? What? Riley, do you think this, expect this vague posting to cause any of the parties to escalate?
Heterosexual couples only.
Absolutely.
This is not a government-funded activity. I have the right to discriminate. Heterosexual couples only.
Been with it. Thank you for the primer. 6 months. I absolutely believe that the vague posting, this stream, is probably going to cause people to escalate. The issue is that I already know that several of the people who may escalate are already talking shit because people like telling me things. I don't know why. Thank you. I love you. Please keep telling me things if you have information. But people love telling me things. I don't know why, but they do. And so I already know people are talking shit. And so if they're talking shit already, who the fuck cares? How the fuck do I care? This is why I'm damn near, like I'm almost full crash out, because it's like, dude, if you're saying literally everything you could say, right? If you, and even lying in some cases, like what's stopping me from just like saying everything? Message from Gaming God. This nigga Relly is such a fake soul. This nigga has never fucked a woman in his life. From Gaming God, not me. Wouldn't that make me an incel, not a fake cell? Would that make me a real cell? Kickbot? Use Kickbot? The fuck is that? Oh yeah, I don't have the TTS thing. Lock in and crash out, Brody. No, I think I'm good. I think I've said what I needed to say. I just been listening to a lot of music that hits pretty hard. Had a lot of like really, really annoying mental shit happen to me recently. Soon. Like over the last, especially 48 hours. But over the last 7 days. And so I'm just, I'm really checked out. I'm really checked out. I only want to be around very specific people. I only want to do very specific things. It's crazy. It is truly crazy to me that the most, not positive, but like the most calming experience I had was hearing that somebody hated me for something bad. No games. That was the most calming, like, it grounded me. Into the mic? Oh, whatever. Essentially what I said is the most grounding thing that happened was figuring out that somebody still hated me. Anyway. Yeah. Is J-Stock still live? It's been an hour and a half. That's like 10 times longer than I thought this was going to be. I thought this was going to be a 20-minute thing. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought this was going to be 20 minutes. I thought this was going to be a J-Stock is still live. Alright, W crash out. W crash out, W whatever. We didn't even go full crash out. We may go full crash out soon. Stay tuned. We may go full crash out. Who knows? Alright. Hosting J-Stock. Much love. Shit was a tease? Yep, kind of was. Sorry about that. Alright. Bye-bye.